Erin Kinsey woke to a soft, gray light filtering through her curtains, a gentle glow that made her room feel calm and mysterious all at once. Instead of the usual golden sunshine that danced across her walls, the world outside was wrapped in a blanket of clouds. Outside, deep, swirling clouds rolled across the sky, ominous to most, but to Erin, they promised excitement and wonder. She pressed her nose to the cool glass, grinning at the hushed, waiting world, her breath fogging up a tiny circle on the windowpane. A distant rumble vibrated the glass, making her heart skip. The storm was coming, and she could feel its energy in her bones. Erin's heart leapt. She loved storms, their wild power, their booming noise, and the fresh, clean feeling they left behind when the rain stopped. Where others saw gloom and dreariness, Erin saw adventure waiting to unfold, a secret world just for her. She breathed in the earthy, electric scent that always came before rain, a smell that promised something new was about to happen. Today wasn't for hiding under blankets, it was for exploring. The air felt charged, the world on the edge of something big and mysterious. Erin imagined all the places she could go, all the things she might see if she dared to step outside into the storm's embrace. The storm was calling her name, whispering secrets only she could hear. She giggled, excitement bubbling up inside her like a shaken soda. This was her kind of day, a day for making memories, for splashing in puddles and chasing the wind. She was ready to be part of nature's wild show. The leaves outside seemed to hold their breath, waiting with her, as if the whole world was pausing for the first drop of rain. Another low rumble, closer now, made her smile widen. The sky flashed, lighting up her face with excitement. She grabbed her favorite umbrella and rain boots, determined to greet the storm head-on and see what surprises it might bring. Erin knew she was the perfect adventurer for this stormy morning. She hurried to get ready, determined not to miss a single moment of the unfolding spectacle. The greatest show on Earth was about to begin, right in her own neighborhood, and Erin was ready to step into the heart of the storm. Erin dashed to her closet, grabbing her adventure essentials with a grin. She could already hear the rain tapping on the windows, calling her name. Today was not a day for staying inside. First, her bright yellow raincoat, her official uniform for every expedition, no matter how wild the weather. It was more than just a coat. It was her badge of courage. She zipped it up, feeling invincible, as if she could take on any storm that came her way. The soft rustle of the fabric made her feel ready for anything. Next, her red polka dot boots, made for puddle jumping and splashing through the biggest, wildest puddles she could find. They were her trusty sidekicks. She stomped, ready for action, imagining herself as a fearless explorer about to set off into the unknown. Finally, her giant rainbow umbrella, her shield and her statement. It was big enough to hide under, but bright enough to be seen from far away. She spun it, colors blurring, feeling like a superhero with a magical cape. The umbrella made her feel unstoppable. Yellow coat, red boots, rainbow umbrella. Check, check, check. She was ready from head to toe. Erin grinned at her reflection, a beacon of color against the gray day. She looked like a walking rainbow, and that made her feel brave. The wind howled outside, rattling the door, as if daring her to come out and play. The storm seemed to be waiting for her, swirling clouds promising adventure and excitement. "I'm coming," she whispered, hand on the doorknob, her heart fluttering with anticipation. She took a deep breath, heart pounding with excitement. This was her moment, the beginning of a brand new adventure. She was ready for whatever the storm would bring, no matter how wild or windy it got. Adventure was calling, and Erin was answering with every ounce of courage she had. She opened the door, stepping into the wild, waiting world, feeling the cool rush of air on her face. The adventure was about to begin, and Erin knew she was exactly where she belonged. Nothing could stop her now, not the rain, not the wind, not even the wildest storm. The wind greeted Erin with a playful push as she stepped outside. Her umbrella danced, and thunder rumbled overhead, loud but thrilling. Lightning flashed, turning the world white for a heartbeat. Erin laughed, feeling the storm's energy. Fat raindrops began to fall, drumming on her umbrella. She listened to the rhythm, her boots splashing as she walked. The storm's music surrounded her, thunder, rain, wind, and her own laughter. She felt brave, alive, and completely in the moment. Each flash of lightning was a camera capturing her adventure. Each thunderclap was applause from the sky. Erin was a small explorer in a wild, wonderful world. She smiled, soaking in every sound and sight. The storm was her concert, and she had the best seat in the house. She walked on, fearless and free. As the rain poured harder, Erin found shelter under a giant oak in the park. Its thick branches formed a leafy canopy, adding to her umbrella's protection. The world transformed. Streets became rivers, the air thick with the scent of rain and earth. Erin closed her eyes, breathing in the freshness. She watched the rain dance on puddles, mesmerized by the ripples. The park was a watery wonderland, gray sky and shimmering rain blending together. Thunder and lightning continued their duet, but Erin felt safe and cozy. She was part of the storm, yet protected from it. Awe washed over her. She was small, but the world was big and beautiful. All she had to do was step outside to see it. From under the oak, Erin noticed she wasn't alone. Robins huddled on a branch, a squirrel dashed through the rain, and kids across the park splashed in puddles. Their laughter rang out, joyful and wild. A girl spun in the rain, face turned to the sky. Even a golden retriever joined, leaping into puddles and shaking water everywhere. Erin felt connected to these fellow storm lovers. The rain wasn't something to hide from, it was something to celebrate. The storm had brought everyone together in a moment of pure fun. Erin realized she was part of this wild, happy party. The storm was more than weather, it was a shared adventure. The storm faded, thunder a distant memory, rain slowing to a gentle drizzle. The world seemed to pause, wrapped in the soft hush that follows a wild downpour. Drops tapped gently on rooftops and leaves, as if the sky itself was catching its breath. Sunlight broke through, making the wet world sparkle. Every puddle shimmered like a tiny mirror, reflecting the bright new day. The air was cool and clean, filled with the promise of something wonderful. Erin closed her umbrella and ran to the biggest puddle, leaping in with a joyful splash. Water flew everywhere, and her laughter rang out, bright and fearless. She felt the thrill of freedom in every jump. Other kids cheered and joined her. Soon, they were a team of expert puddle jumpers. Together, they invented new games, daring each other to bigger splashes and higher jumps. Laughter echoed as they made new friends and new games. The street became their playground, and every puddle was a new adventure waiting to happen. The air was fresh, the grass vibrant, and Erin felt proud. She stood tall in her raincoat, feeling braver and stronger than before. She turned a stormy day into an unforgettable adventure. What started as gloom and gray had become a day full of color, laughter, and discovery. As she walked home, boots squishing, a rainbow arched across the sky. It felt like a promise from the world itself. There would always be beauty after the storm. Erin smiled, knowing she was an explorer, a storm chaser, a puddle jumper. She was someone who could find magic in the most unexpected places. She was already dreaming of her next adventure. Maybe wind, maybe snow. The world was full of possibilities, and she wanted to discover them all. Whatever came, she'd be ready. Erin knew that every day held a new story, just waiting for her to step outside and find it. Erin Kinsey was never one to stay inside. She was always eager to see what the world had in store, rain or shine. The world was waiting, and so was she. With every step, Erin promised herself to chase every adventure, no matter the weather.